Welcome to The Note, I'm Mica.
I'm Ben.
Pretty much everyone loves the new Sonic Mania, along with the new Crash Bandicoot. It's been another successful reboot of a classic franchise that we're all glad to see back.
So why are PC gamers so pissed about the game? Sonic Mania released on Steam yesterday, which should be good news, right?
Absolutely.
Wrong. We can sum it up why 3 easy letters. DRM.
Ah, yes, PC gamers weren't too crazy after Sega slapped the anti-piracy software de novo all over the game, which prevented it from being played offline. And while Sega has since fixed the issue, some gamers remain super annoyed with the fact that it has anti-piracy software at all, considering that Sonic Mania was made in conjunction with the game's modding community.
Ooh, it's another episode in the anti-piracy software wars, with gamers wanting DRM-free software and publishers trying to protect their IP. But this case sounds like another example of DRM that went a bit too far and compromised the actual playing experience.
If you're not familiar with de novo, it's an anti-piracy software that's probably more famous at this point for the speed at which it gets cracked on new releases. As part of its security measures, de novo regularly checks your game to see if it's legit, but of course it's got to be online in order to do that, which means that players of Sonic Mania on the PC quickly realized that they couldn't play it offline.
You can guess what happened next. Review bombs ahoy! What's interesting is that even a lot of the negative reviews mention how much they like the game itself, they're just not fans of the DRM. A lot of gamers pointed out that the game's Steam page neglected to mention that it contained DRM, leading some of them to feel misled.
As one wrote, "I wish I could give this game a positive review, it deserves that. But as long as you treat your paying customers like that, I won't."
Another said, amazing game! But I'll give it a thumbs down simply for having de novo.
Also interestingly, the official Sonic PR manager Ernst asked fans to complain to Sega about Sonic Mania's use of de novo. He tweeted, "Please do share your feedback on DRM or any issues you're having at the link above. Make your voices heard." It sounds like even people on the game staff weren't pleased with the DRM, so how did this happen?
Of course, people vented on Reddit too, with a popular post saying, "Personally, I think this is as anti-consumer as it gets. Pirates will crack this game within a week, and paying customers will be stuck with restrictive DRM."
Sega finally fixed the always online issue, tweeting this morning, "The offline play bug has now been patched. Thank you for your patience, and let us know if you experience any further problems."
Sega also posted an update to the game's Steam page addressing some of the issues. The statement said, "Like you, we've noticed an error in the Steam store not mentioning the DRM for Sonic Mania. We're fixing that now. Sonic Mania is intended to be played offline, and we're investigating reports on that."
This is hardly the first time we've seen controversy over de novo affecting gameplay. Lots of games get the de novo treatment, typically for the first few months, which developers have identified as the most important window for game sales in order to scale back on piracy as much as possible. Although that's becoming less impactful now that people are, cracking it within days of release at this point.
But we've seen a number of games where de novo and other anti-piracy protections have hindered performance and caused a number of problems for players, whether that comes in the form of problems like frame rate drops we saw in Rhyme until de novo was removed, or the always online requirement, which has affected a number of games.
The outcry over DRM has gotten so loud that some bigger developers are doing away with it entirely. CD Projekt Red, for instance, gave a presentation last year about the misconceptions of DRM and how dropping it vastly helped the sales of The Witcher 3. With sales surpassing more than 25 million in the franchise, CD Projekt Red found that many of the game's pirates eventually end up purchasing the game anyway once they discover how much they love it. For CD Projekt Red, the way to actually stop piracy is to ditch DRM altogether.
As for Sonic Mania, Polygon reports that the PC version still has de novo on it, but if history is any indicator, it's just a matter of time before it's cracked. We'll see if the game eventually ditches DRM, but as of now, it's another example of DRM pissing off any developer's most important constituency, its fans.
Yay, GG, Sonic. So what do you guys think of the DRM controversy over Sonic Mania? Is it overblown, or did Sega ruin a perfectly good game? Gotta go fast to let us know in the comments.
And for all your Sonic news, including whether or not DRM is involved, be sure to like this video, and if you're new around here, subscribe to The Know.
I hate myself. But as long as you treat your paying. Also, interestingly, the official Sonic PR manager, Ernst, asked fans to complain to Sega about Sonic Mania's use of de novo. Noose. The offline bug play has been
But we've seen a number of games where de novo and other anti-piracy software protections. Let me do that again.